Very recently, I was asked for some of my favorite, most visually stimulating comics in, well, comics. So here's a list of 6 of the comics that make my eyeballs the happiest. Saga. Oh, Fiona Staples. Her character designs are so unique. Take the Stalk, for example. Oh my God, can you imagine just spitting that out of your imagination? And the backgrounds. I am such a sucker for really rich, interesting backgrounds, especially in a sci-fi story, and all of the backgrounds. I mean, you could look at Sextillion for days. Paul Duffield on Freak Angels. I love this story because it really lends itself to animation. Everything is so smooth. You can feel wind blow. There's a lot of very fluid movements and fluidity with the art and the lines. Kate Brown's violet and purple coloring tones and hues in this book are amazing. It lends itself to a sensual vibe. It lends itself to an action-packed vibe. It lends itself to this sort of paranormal, almost creepy vibe when things are going on with the Freak Angels and their eyes are glowing. Really well done. Also, the print of KK, where she is hanging and there are hanging light bulbs all around her, is one of the most beautiful images. I just can't get it out of my head. I want to frame it in my house. J.H. Williams III's artwork in Batwoman Elegy is absolutely stunning. First of all, can we talk about the paneling? The paneling, you guys. It moves you so quickly, grabs you, keeps you in tune with the action. It's so creative, it's so artistic, it's so well done, and his artwork just really pulls you in. It stops being just a book you read and it starts being an experience because you're just yanked in by this art. You can see the gleam on Kate's lip gloss. You can feel it rain. You can get the willies when you see how crazy Alice looks. Remember that time when I talked about J.H. Williams III artwork and the only thing I could come up with to describe it was ethereal because I really couldn't find a better word? Well, update for you guys. There still has been no better word invented. Darwyn Cooke's artwork in DC's The New Frontier is spot on. The clean, crisp lines just capture the classy air of that period of time perfectly. Plus, the man very effectively does monsters, and he drew Wonder Woman a head taller than Superman because he's supposed to look like a normal guy, and she's a friggin' Amazon. What? Mad props, Darwyn Cooke. This book I bought in single issue and in trade because I liked it so much that I had to have each and every cover for the series. That's how much I love the art. Frank Quitely's artwork in New X-Men is just amazing. It's by far one of my favorite experiences to read it because you really feel everything that's going on. My favorite example of this is the scene when Emma Frost and Jean Grey go into Cassandra Nova's mind. The way that Frank Quitely textures his drawings make everything feel real and tangible. You can see every dimple and every detail in Emma Frost's figure. And the way he draws Cassandra Nova's eyebrows in that story, the eyebrows themselves are evil. My eyebrows don't physically go that high. It's amazing. And finally, the comic book that makes my eyeballs the happiest. Thank you to the 50+ artists who had a hand in drawing the entire Sandman series. Sandman is my favorite because it has so many different artistic influences going into it, and yet it is consistently dark. It is consistently fantastical. The gleam in Dream's eye, the heavy shadowing. If you showed me any panel from that book, I would say very likely I'd be able to say that's the Sandman. It sticks with you. It makes an impression. It reaches into your soul. That's a lot of people playing grabby with my soul parts. So those are my favorite eyeball comics, the comics that make my eyes so happy. What are your favorite comics to look at? Who are some of your favorite artists? Tell me down below in the comments section so we can talk. And as always, a special thanks goes out to Austin Books and Comics, who all of the books I have mentioned have been recommended to me by employees of Austin Books. Imagine that.